Hey everyone, welcome. This is CEO Trades where money works for you. Today we're looking at 4 different coins here to answer the most important question that everyone seems to be wanting to know the answer for on a regular basis. Where can I invest $1,000 now? Where can I invest $1,000 now? Let's take a look at these 4 coins and see if the answer is in one of these. Algorand. Algorand, I have a small investment on for about a few years now, I believe. And this one we can see here that has gone from when it started or at 340 back in June 19th, I believe is when it started, and then dropped all the way down to 23 cents. That's an amazing drop, right? Now we can see it's making pretty much a cup right here, and then it's going to start a handle because it went up to $3 and now it's at 135. Is this a time to invest in this one? Is it? Is it not? What would you say? Now, as we're looking at this, we're looking at a weekly chart. Let's see a daily chart and see if that shows any clearer evidence of where this is headed. You can see it made some sort of a move in here, and then it dipped again, and then it made some sort of move, and it's dipping back down again. So I'd say that this is holding somewhere on this path right here, even though it was way under in this cup right here, way under the 135 range. Now it's at that range. What's going to happen here? Is it going to hold? Is it going to keep going upward? It's going to downtrend. I'd say that this looks like it went from when it was at $2 or even higher up here. I'd say $2 range right in there, somewhere in there, the $1.80 range down to 130-ish range. Is this the point to invest? I would put some money in here. Why not? Algorand is great. I've made money in this one, and I believe it's going to keep going for the long term. I'm not going to become a millionaire off of these, as most people are investing. I'd say this is good to make 10-20% return, or for some of you who want to hold for a little bit longer, maybe it'll make 30 or 40%. If you're waiting till it goes to double, it's possible, but I don't know that one is the right one. Here's Litecoin. Litecoin also seems to be on a downward trend as well. You can see here it's very similar to Algorand. It has a cup from back in 2017, December 2017. And then it went up to 412. And this was this past year. Geez, that was a very good move. And then it went up to 296. Now it's at 154. It's still a good one to hold. I don't have a lot of this one, but I do have some. And although it's at the bottom right now, it's going to head upwards. Why? There's a lot of information in reference to this one. I don't review it here, the information, but I give you an idea of what I'm looking for. Is this good to invest $1,000 right now? I wouldn't. It's not a great deal. Well, you figure if you have $1,000 and you'd have to put the whole thing into Litecoin, and I don't see it making much of a move. What would it, you'd get 4-5 coins of Litecoin probably. Is that going to do? If it moves 10%, you're not going to make much on this. You're going to make maybe 15 bucks times what, 5, so it's $75. Is that good for you? It might be, it might not. It depends on how you feel about that. This is Zcash, and Zcash in the last year, you can see here, it's pretty much on an upward trend, although it spiked back here in May of 2021, and then it spiked again on November of 2021. What is going on with this one? I'd say that this one has kept pretty much its pattern of an uptrend, although you've had a chance to cash out in here and in here, and many people just let it ride. And I'd say this is not a great thing to do, because this is leveling off, and compared to stocks, crypto is becoming very similar little by little. However, there are no set rules, and meaning that there could be steep fluctuations. There could be a lot of volatility in these coins, just as there are in the stock market. Now, are any of these good to hold for the long term? In reference to investing 1,000, I don't think they are. I don't see any pattern that would reflect that. And that is why I'm not making a 100% move on any of these. Algorand is good to hold for the longer term. What's with Dogecoin? Dogecoin is pretty much at the bottom. I don't know what's going on. I don't know when it's going to make a move, but I'd say if you needed to invest, I'd say right now is a good time to purchase. this would be a good longer term hold. It's been downtrending since May, pretty much, and it dropped all the way down to 15 back in July, and then it went up between August and November. It went up twice, peaked twice, and then it's back down to 16, 17 cents right now. This is a good time to invest. I would put, of the 1,000, I would put at least a third in here and hold and see where it goes. If it moves to $1, you'd be up 5 times whatever you put in there. That would be great. That would be a wonderful investment. However, right now, it doesn't look like Doge is going to be moving anywhere, but it can change at the spur of a moment. It is possible. It all depends on the momentum of which way people select to invest. And that can happen at any moment. In reference to investing $1,000 right now, I don't see much of an option except for Algorand, which looked like the more promising one. As we see again here, although you can see you will need to take some profits. It's at $1.35 right now. I'd say it's not going to break 2, but it's somewhere in the 170, 180-ish range is where you should cash in. Don't wait for the highest moment. Once you see it moving, it's not going to move forever. It might someday break that $1.80-ish, $2 range. If it does, great, but most people are not going to be around holding it. They're going to sell before that because they're seeing it that these coins are not holding for the long term. So this is CeoTrades. And if you want to invest in your knowledge account, in your bank account, why don't you invest in your knowledge account so your money can grow multiplied? Until tomorrow, where we're going to look at certain elements that affect your investments on a day-to-day basis. Take care, and until tomorrow.